boys, as we get deeper and deeper into the offseason, and when I mean the offseason, I mean as we get later into the month of July, coming up with brand new videos every single day is going to become one of the hardest things I think I have to do. Even though it's hard, we're not slowing down quite yet. I had to hit the archives of my channel to figure out what exactly I wanted to do today. If you scroll through some of my old videos, specifically my older Madden 24 videos preparing for Madden 25, a video I made that, well, we are going to recreate today. We're talking about the best rookie premier players to pick in Madden 26. You might be asking yourself, like, yo, dude, that's a normal video. Fellas, we don't know what the rookie premieres are going to look like in Madden 26. We don't even know what the full pre-order rewards are going to be. But even with that all said, I think I have a good grasp on the players you're going to want to pick. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see once we actually get these cards in our hands. And when I mean in our hands, EA will most likely tweet out the reveals of these players probably a week before Madden 26 is supposed to go live. As of right now, if I had to guess, it'll probably be the first week of August. You guys are watching this video on July 19th, so we're actually getting closer and closer every single day. This might be one of the last, like, super stretched, what is this guy talking about videos before we actually have Madden 26 news, so you know what, at the end of the day, it's a win. When it comes to the best rookie premier players to pick in Madden 26, we'll talk more about this when we actually have the 86 or the 85 overall players and what their stats are going to look like. But there are definitely a few things I just consider when it comes to building my day one team. One, do we already have another free player at that position? For example, the cover athlete is Saquon Barkley. Using all of the context clues in the world, Saquon Barkley is going to get a card. The cover athlete always gets a card. Therefore, if there is a running back tied into another free crossover promo, I'm almost going to tell you guys, absolutely don't take it. Number two, offensive lineman. Always a big fan of locking in some day one offensive linemen. And then number three, depth positions. For example, wide receivers and DBs. That all said, before we take a look at anything brand new and talk about the best, I'm just going to say it, super early rookie premier players to pick in Madden 26. We do have a few quick small things I do want to go over. First things first, we are currently on the road to 11,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can hit 11K. I'm going to say before the end of August. If you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, but you do enjoy Ultimate Team content, or you're just preparing for Madden 26, so I guess even then you do enjoy Ultimate Team content, feel like you already know what to do. Drop a like on this video, and with that all said, let's talk about the best rookie premier players to pick in Madden 26 a few weeks too early. Now, as a quick little just get it out of the way, Will Johnson will be transferring over as well. He's probably going to be a lower overall. We haven't seen this card yet. We don't know exactly what he is going to look like, but don't worry about it. If he was a normal rookie premier, I'm just going to tell you guys he would have been number one. A 6'2", 203-pound defensive back, day one of Mud, is essentially a lockdown DB. We don't exactly know how gameplay is going to feel. I just almost want to guarantee you the more DBs you can have, the better. Getting stops the first few weeks of the game is always a challenge. Make sure if you have not already logged into Mud over the last few weeks, go log in, claim Will Johnson. He's essentially the Puka Nacua of last year. Talked about that Saquon Barkley a few minutes ago. The worst rookie premier player to pick is going to be Travion Henderson. I wouldn't even consider picking Henderson. Even if he comes in better than the Saquon Barkley, EA always gives us so many running backs. Those who are playing CFB 26 right now, specifically Cut, EA has given us a running back with every single promo, and we have content dropping every single day. I almost want to guarantee you it's going to be the exact same way for Madden 26. Do not pick the running back. Do not lock yourself into a running back unless wear and tear actually matters in online, and we don't actually know if it will. I mean, there's a chance it does, but I also think there's a chance we don't have wear and tear on competitive online play. Definitely going to be there in franchise, and we're not talking about franchise. Henderson will not hold value. When it comes to rookie premieres, you want players that are going to have the longest longevity on your roster. Without knowing any of their stats, we know there's going to be another running back you get for free just by pre-ordering the game. EA loves to drop running backs. Therefore, don't pick the rookie premier running back that will most likely get outdated within the first, 2 or 3 weeks of the game. In years past, it was cool to pick the running back option. I remember Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson that year of rookie premieres. Those were two of the better options to pick, but that was because, one, we didn't have a running back on the cover. It was either Josh Allen or Mahomes, and then number two, you used to actually be able to get more rookie premieres than just 3. Your selection didn't matter matter as much. Now we only have 3, and these are going to be 3 of the best players on your team. Don't handicap your day 1 team by locking in TreVeyon Henderson. 1 through 7, it gets really, really hard. I'm going to predict, and this is a straight prediction, that Luther Burden's wide receiver card is going to be worse than Emeka Egbuka. 1, he is shorter. 2, I guess they're both like slot wide receivers in real life, but I just think Egbuka's card is going to be better, and so because of that, I do have Luther Burden coming in at number 7. Wide receiver is a depth position, so if you want to pick a wide receiver, whether that be Luther Burden, whether that be Emeka, I don't blame you whatsoever. You really can't go wrong with locking in a depth position. I just am making a super strong, bold prediction here, and maybe we'll come back to this, and I'll come back to bite my words in like 2 weeks when we actually make the real finalized version of this video. And Luther Burden is the best player to pick. Bears fans, please don't get mad at me in the comment section. I just think Emeka is going to be better, so don't lock in the worst of the 2 wide receivers. If both of the wide receivers end up being absolutely S-tier cards, it might not be a terrible idea to lock them both in depending on what they look like, but again, that's a conversation for a few weeks from now. Number 6 kind of pains me right here, but I'm actually going to go with James Pearce. Now, there is a real chance that James Pearce ends up being the best rookie premier, but there's also a chance James Pearce ends up being the worst rookie premier. First rookie premier not named TreVeyon Henderson. They're either going to make this card absolutely juiced out of his mind, or he just isn't going to be good. You can kind of see that on this card right here. He has really good speed, really good power move, but that finesse move being 93 is not ideal. Pearce does have really good size at 6'5", 243 pounds. But right end is not a depth position, so unless they absolutely juice James Pearce out of his mind, I don't think you need to lock him in. James Pearce is an alumni from the greatest university on planet Earth, and so am I. Shout out old classmates. And even with that said, I'm going to tell you guys, most likely, obviously things are subject to change, but right now I'm really not considering James Pearce. Which again does suck, because any chance I get to lock in a Tennessee Volunteer, you guys know Tennessee bias is one of the, that and Washington Commander bias are 2 things on this channel we're just never gonna fade. I guess unless we're talking about super early predictions for rookie premieres for Madden 26 James Pearce, then that's the case. And this might be the only time we've ever done it, but if we're actually getting logical here, I mean, we don't have that many cards we actually have to place. James Pearce has to come in at number 6. Number 5 and number 4 are going to be the offensive linemen. These are not going to be your flashy picks, but if you want to lock in the offensive linemen, I do not blame you at all. I'm going to have Ratledge coming in at number 5. I'm going to have the tackle coming in at number 4. I value tackles a little bit more than guards. Maybe I should flip them because of the amount of tackles EA gives us. I will say the tackles EA usually gives us are left tackles, so I'm actually going to flip the 2 on the fly. Look at me go. Josh Simmons is going to be your real number 5. 6'5". He's going to be one of the best day 1 left tackles we have in the game. We had this exact, I guess, thing happen last year. It was a J.C. Latham rookie premiere. I actually ended up picking J.C. Latham. It did take a little while for rookie premieres to roll out, so again, that's a conversation for another day. If rookie premieres are super delayed in Madden 26, taking the offensive lineman will probably take priority. If you lock in the rookie premiere offensive lineman, your left tackle and right guard will be set for probably the first month and a half to 2 months of this game. You can use 85 to 84 overall offensive linemen. I mean, until abilities start actually doing something, but even there, abilities won't start mattering probably until halfway through Season 2, which if you guys do some Moshi math right here, it's a really long time. So yes, it's not the flashy pick, but it's probably the smartest pick. Tate Ratledge is going to be number 4, the right guard. Again, EA doesn't usually give us welcome item guards. If you've played any Madden over the last 2 years, I don't know what it is, but EA is obsessed with giving us welcome item left tackles specifically. Again, no idea why or who at EA, what dev is a big fan of left tackles specifically, but that's just the one position we get so much of. I can tell you anything about Tate Ratledge as a football player besides he has a super cool mullet, and he's 6'6", 308 pounds, so he's got good size. It's not going to be a flashy pick, but realistically speaking, depending on what the rest of these cards are going to look like, of course, again, ultra predictions right here, it's probably the smartest play. It's not going to be what I'm doing. I'm just telling you guys that right now. And we were down to 3. Xavier Watts, Jahad Campbell, and Emeka Egbuka. I am going to go with Xavier Watts at number 3. This will most likely be one of the players that I guarantee you I lock in on my team. Out of the top two, there is a chance that one of the players is not good. We'll have to wait and see if that is the case. Xavier Watts, I almost want to guarantee you he is going to be very good. Strong safety, if we're comparing the amount of strong safeties EA has given us for cut into MUT, specifically CFB 26. For those who are playing cut, we've been getting a ton of free safeties, basically 0 strong safeties. So using that and using the fact that Xavier Watts has had a few cards throughout Madden 25, and pretty much every single time they've been very good. You got a Combine 93, that card was electric for his time. It kind of makes me want to pick Xavier Watts right here. This card right here, 6 feet tall, 203 pounds. He will most likely be my day one user, unless the Jihad Campbell card is absolutely cracked out of his mind. That's what I'm going to have at number 2. Now, there is a real chance that this Jihad Campbell card is not good, and he could be the worst one, depending on what EA does with his speed. Right now, though, he is a 6'3", 235 pound middle linebacker user. If he has 80 to 83 speed, I will be locking him in. Xavier Watts will be playing his real position of strong safety. You can also move safeties down to corner, so I'm not too concerned about the depth position right there. Jihad Campbell comes in with 80 to 83 speed, even 79 speed at 6'3", 235 pounds. This card is going to be an absolute monster. I see a real world where he is the best player to pick. I also see a real opportunity for EA to fumble the living baggage on this Jihad Campbell and make him terrible. And if you guys have been doing the Moshi math, you guys can obviously guess, I think Emeka will probably be the number one way to go. As of right now, we don't have any pre-order wide receivers. You need a good wide receiver on your team. Lock in a B&D one. It is also a depth position. Will say the real risk with this is EA does drop a ton of really good wide receivers, usually within the first few weeks of the game, very similar to running backs, and I guess you could say quarterbacks and cornerbacks. But it's a depth position. He's 6'1". He will be your solo challenge merchant for the first few weeks of the game. That said, fellas, is how I am currently viewing and thinking about these rookie premier players. Obviously, like I've said 25 times in this video, this is a pure prediction. None of this is finalized, and I will update this video again as soon as we hear the slightest lick of rookie premier news, and honestly, once we actually see what overall they're going to be, how they're going to actually play in the game. You guys can't already tell, I am so unbelievably excited for Madden 26. It's kind of all I'm thinking about right now. Is that bad? Should I touch grass? These are questions we need to be asking ourselves. But until later, peace, fellas. Have a good one. I love you guys.